Welcome back to the Kip Up and Go Podcast. I'm your boy, The Juice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is your boy.
Pat Nasty.
There you go, there we go. This is episode 13. Yes, we love Kip Wilson around here. Kip Wilson.
Theme song is fire.
Okay. Theme song is very much fire, sir. Very much fire.
It's a great comeback. Like, if you're going to come back out of nowhere and have to be singles because your partner is hurt, a great theme song, a catchy theme song that everybody sings is the way to come.
And I read on his ex post that when he first came back and he had to do it all by himself without his best friend, he felt like a 5-year-old going to school again. I was like, that's a crazy analogy, but all right, I'm with it.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna start with Saturday Night Live's main event, and
Which
I
is
guess
the
a Raw recap.
best Saturday night's main event we've had yet. By far, and it wasn't even close.
Yep.
I loved it. Like,
What's up? Go ahead.
the first thing, right, when it was announced that it was going to be Cody versus Jacob, was like, damn, who do they make lose, yo? Someone's got to take the L, bro. It's so early in Jacob's like main event status because now that he's fighting Cody, he's fighting what I like to call S-class, wrestlers.
Yes.
So, like, you
Top
don't want
tier,
him to
top
take
tier.
the L. You know what I mean? You don't want Cody to take the L because it's so close to Mania season. He just took the L to Drew, but they figured out a way. Good old dirty, my boy Jacob Fatu, started beating the crap off him right as
Yes.
he came in. No match, no bell rung, just straight, all gas, no brakes,
No
street
break.
fight.
All gas, no brakes.
I love that. I love that decision. That way, like, it's just a fight. And they went on for like 20 minutes. It wasn't like a quick thing just to open up and like, oh, we got to fill the time. They was going everywhere, yo. Concessions. They was in the stands, backstage. I loved it, yo.
Back and forth.
And
All right,
then,
I won't hold you. I missed this Saturday Night's Live main event. I know, boo me, but
you ruined it, yo. You missed the best part. But
I missed it.
even then, Drew had his moment. Drew came out, beat up both of them, and then went in the ring, had like a nice little promo or whatever, and then went backstage and told everybody this is a message. You want to mess with me? I put the whole locker room on notice. This is how I get down.
Hey, listen, he is the head of the table. Well, for lack of a better word, he's the head of the table right now. He is the quarterback. He has the title. So basically, whatever he says goes.
Right. And then the tag match was good with Liv and Roxanne versus Rio. That was good. Raquel got in the mix, and then La Primera got into the mix.
La Primera.
That was a nice, solid tag match. The number one contenders fatal four-way match took place. Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, and who was the last one?
Oh, Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, right. And Sami Zayn won. I didn't like it, but I get it. It's Rio. He's Arab.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
It was the event was in Canada.
Yeah.
Hometown crowd went nuts, popped super hard for his theme song. You could tell like they were all Team Sammy from the beginning.
From the rip.
Now, because we could talk about that later when we go over the Royal Rumble, bro. But how do you feel about Sammy being the one that won? Out of those four, right? We'll talk about the match later. But between those four, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, Trick, or Randy Orton, who would you have wanted to be in that main event?
For it to make sense, right? It would have to be Sammy. That's my thinking. For it to make sense, it would have to be Sammy, based upon the fact that One, we've seen Randy Orton with the title 14 times. Seen Damian Priest with the title.
15. I need
That
15.
we need 15, but we can hold off just a little bit longer. We can squeeze that out just a little bit longer.
Nah, bro.
Damian Priest, we saw him with the title. It really didn't go nowhere. Trick Williams, he's just coming in, so he's gonna need some time to shine a little bit more. Hold on. Before you try and chew me a new one, with Sami Zayn, it goes without saying because like the storyline basically writes itself. Remember, he never beat Drew. This is his basically build up to that 11th match, and we could see if he could finally get Drew, pin him, or submit him, or whatever to get that win. And then after the match, if he wins, after the fact, come out on the next SmackDown. You beat me once. I beat you 10 times. We have to run it back for you to definitively say you could beat me. You only got one in on me. Da 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 da. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it for now and then to the future.
All right. I think it's way too early for Trick to be a PLE championship match. You just came in and stuff. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, LA Knight's struggling to get into that like kind of card. He's fighting for my boy's fighting for his dear life. But
Hard body fighting.
it is what it is. And then hometown crowd and then another hometown crowd. I think that's a little unfair. But all right, that's the way they're gonna
So,
go. But match of the night. AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura. 10 years after their Wrestle Kingdom, I think it's like 11 Wrestle Kingdom 11 match.
okay.
AJ came out in the same mask that he wore and came out in Wrestle Kingdom, and they had a banger. They were just going out. It felt good. It wasn't as good as the Wrestle Kingdom match because they're a lot older, but they went at it. And then at the end, when AJ won, they did the nice little fist pump, just like they did back at Wrestle Kingdom to
Yeah.
end the night.
Okay.
So I was feeling it. It was a really good Saturday night main event compared to like all the other ones we had, even with all like the commercials and stuff like that. It felt a lot
Yeah.
better.
Like you said something that resonated a little bit with me. Like it's not like it wasn't how they did back at Wrestle Kingdom 11 because like you got to understand that what was that like 10 years ago,
10 years,
10
a lot
15,
younger.
10
That's a
15
lot
years
of
ago.
miles
Yeah, a
on the
lot
body.
younger. Yes, and it's not going to be as crisp. They're older, like bodies got worn
But
down,
like
but still they put on a banger of a
I
match
like that they
to
told the story too. Like Shinsuke nursing the knee, he was
yeah,
nursing his knee
uh huh,
a lot. They
yep,
like I love when wrestlers work a body part and then they sell it and sell it and they tell the story. I like that.
yes,
But so that was good. Monday night was all right. There was just a lot of backstage promos. There was a lot going on.
right,
Uh AJ came out, started Monday Night Raw. That was cool. Then CM Punk was like, "Oh, I want to fight you. Don't do this. The stakes are too high." Trying to really sell that this could be AJ Styles' last match. He's trying to play it off like he's got a lot more fights, a lot more cards, another run at the title in him. But if you look back on who he fought last year, bro, we might have saw the final run and just didn't know. He fought Cena. He fought Finn Balor. So
right.
like we had a whole Bullet Club match at one point. Um, and then it turned into a championship match because CM Punk's like, I'm a fighting champion. If we're gonna fight, let's fight tonight. And I'll put the belt on.
Right. I'm not scared to put the belt on the line, but we
And
should have known.
it was a really good match. I was excited. I was more excited for the fact that if AJ did win, there is
Right.
so much on the line against Gunther. Like that Royal Rumble match, oh, that was like must see TV.
That was my CTV, and the fact that like you're now you really have to nail it home and win because now you're the champion. You're the face of the brand again. So now you definitely have to win, and that puts emphasis on Gunther, who's definitely going to have to win to knock off AJ Styles and get the title back.
And it would have been the easiest path for Gunther to get that title back.
Right. The freaking promo he would have right before that. Oh, he could laugh like, oh my God, you're just putting it on a silver plate for me, AJ. Now, just like I took out John Cena like a little bitch, I'm going to take you out like a little bitch and take your title. That would have been crazy. That would have been great. I would have. That would have been great for me.
But just like at the backstage segment, Liv Morgan's a little instigator.
Uh huh.
And
She playing at those heartstrings of Finn Balor,
and boom,
and
that son of a bitch got involved and ruined the match, yo. Made it a DQ, attacked CM Punk, and I'm
yep,
so mad, yo.
yes.
I wanted to turn it
Now,
off, yo. I didn't even want to see what happened, yo. The second it was over, I'm like, I'm done. I can't watch this no more, bro. Like, I want to go to bed angry, yo. I want to like go to bed in like that Stewie Griffin meme where he just turns off the lights, rolls over, and starts to cry. That's how I
yeah,
felt. That's the problem of being a wrestling fan. You already get worked up. You think of all the what ifs in your head, and just like that,
yes.
it's just killed, and you're just so upset, and you just want to cry.
The dream is over.
Dead.
But the
Fuck
only
you,
way I
Finn.
can see them spinning this is AJ actually winning against Gunther, and then they setting it up for a triple threat at Mania with CM Punk, AJ, and Finn Balor, or Elimination Chamber. That's how I see it.
That's true. Speaking of Rumble, too, Adam Pearce said to Finn Balor before all that happened and Liv got into his ear that all 30 spots are already taken.
Yep. That's what really
So
set him
he
off.
so he wasn't going to be involved in the Royal Rumble. So that means to me he might be taking somebody out, yo.
Yeah, and taking a spot.
So like we might have like a good spot where like, oh, that's cool, that person's here, a celebrity or something, and they're not making it halfway down that ramp.
I feel like
I didn't think of that until like earlier. We're like, oh, that means someone's getting taken out, which means it could be just a celebrity or somebody fun. You know what I mean? That gets to like half an entrance.
I would believe, and just because I've seen so much of him lately with wrestling, with Randy Orton and everything, I show speed.
Nah, they've been there, done that last year. I think it'll be somebody new.
Somebody know?
Yeah, but we'll get to that later when we do our little predictions. But
Okay.
I do like to say though that that little hint that everybody's taking, that's a
Uh-huh.
nice spot to like have a celebrity or somebody that like you don't really want in the Rumble and let them have their moment and surprise and then have Finn take them
They
out. I
get in.
like that.
They get in anyway.
That's good writing. That's a good way to like, to kill two birds with one stone. Uh Adam Pearce also said Vision, all four members
Yep.
are in.
All
Paul Heyman
forms.
didn't like that though. Multiple times. Like he didn't like it in the ring, and then he's been on the phone a lot in the backstage. Like he's looking like he had a plan or something, and something ain't right.
Yeah, something screwing with his plans that he was trying to set up.
And it's weird. You would think he would want all four members in.
Until Logan Paul said what he said about having one vision, and that vision is Braun Breaker winning the Royal Rumble and everybody helping him win the Royal Rumble.
But I guess they can't right now if they all have to actually be there and wait their turn. Because
They just have to wait their turn.
yeah, because no one's gonna rush down early. Have we ever seen that? Have we ever seen somebody get to the ring early to help somebody out, and then like their numbers like the next?
I don't think I've seen that situation happen before.
What if? And again, it's a Royal Rumble thing, but like, what if they went down there early to help somebody out, and then they got taken out at ringside somehow? Oh, because again, you could slide out through the bottom of the rope and have a street fight, basically, right? What if they try to have their cake and eat it too, where a couple of them go down there and to try to help out and end up getting taken out, and now both their spots get taken by somebody else.
That could also be your thing.
You know, could we actually see a lot of like flexibility and maneuverability in this? Because I don't know
I
if
guess.
because I know Brock Lesnar is in the Rumble. He pretty much announced it on Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, I saw it on like one of the covers. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Is it like Triple H or Brock Lesnar? Like, okay, now I look deep. I was like, "Yeah, that's Brock Lesnar." Oh God, we're gonna have another
So
Brock Lesnar running the fucking
So like like could that who be who's on the phone with, and they're not trying to like break it early, even though he's on national television telling everybody. But
right.
like could one of their spots, like let's say Austin Theory, right? Could he get taken out early trying to help out, and then his spot goes to Brock, or does Brock have his own slot? Who knows?
Nine
So
times out of 10, they'll probably give Brock his own slot to work with.
so there's a lot
This is
there.
this
There's
is
a lot
Brock Lesnar. They're
of
not trying to have it.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff that really happened on Raw. That like, there's a lot of backstage segments and like just leading. I think they're just trying to like keep everything cool because we have our first injury, first person who's not going to make Mania, Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio. Yep.
Yep, and it's definitely serious because not only did they throw up the X, the Vision stopped beating the shit out of him.
No, that's not entirely true. They were going to finish Rey Mysterio off unknowingly if the referee didn't jump in and make sure they stopped because they was really about to destroy Ray. But the ref was like, no, chill, don't do it. Wait. He's really injured. Let him go. They was about to end that boy.
So I wonder if Ray actually had. I mean, he's a vet, so if Ray had a spot in that Rumble, now that's another spot that's open. So
Like
already
if this
the
was
Rumble is looking, it's looking weird, yo.
it definitely is. Now here's the thing, right? In my crazy mind, in another world, I could see this being a turning point for Dom to be face, to be like, yo, I saw what you guys did to my dad, and I'm not gonna let that slide. Even though me and him are not cool, I'm not letting that slide. He's still my family. Even though me and him are not cool, he's still my family. You
They
don't touch my family.
they can always turn Dom face that way, but I don't like that angle. Just
That's what I
because,
said. In another world, I would like to see it.
he can't refer to his dad as a deadbeat dad, like, and correct people on that every time without missing a beat, and then be like, if anyone's gonna hurt my dad, it's me. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's the only way you could put it.
I don't like that.
That would be the only way you could put it, and that would be dope for me to see. Like, and then
I don't want that. I don't want him turning face that has anything to do with helping Rey Mysterio out in any way. I'm so sold on Dirty Dom hating that deadbeat dad that I just can't. I don't want that in my soul.
There's something that can happen though.
It's something, but I can't. Unless they physically maybe attack him and maul him in the hospital, like an old school Stone Cold Vince McMahon skit. I can't.
Right. They just pop up at the hospital to finish him off.
He beat up his dad at Thanksgiving. Okay? I can't see like him caring that somebody else beat his dad up. Because in my mind, it's like, good. He deserved it. Because if I was him, I would come back, right? And I'd say, look at this old man trying to milk the same injury I got.
That's crazy.
Right? That's some dirty, dumb shit right there.
Look at this deadbeat milking the same injury that I caught. And it's a whole different injury.
So, and then be like, I got this injury because he's got bad genes.
That would be funny.
Nice, right?
That would definitely be funny.
If I didn't have his poor genetics, my shoulder wouldn't be as bad as it is. And as you've seen by how weak his is.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that's all from Raw that I liked. They did a Natty and versus Maxine little promo where Natty was like, "I'm a destroyer" and stuff like that. But
I
we'll
have
see.
one thing to say about. I
We'll
have one
see
thing
where
to say
that
about that one.
goes. Go ahead.
I actually want to see this side of Natty be taken serious and get that push. And honestly, I want there to be a situation where they all have to face each other. Maxine, Natty, and Becky. So when Natty comes out on top and gets that title.
Until Becky is involved in it, like physically fighting Natty,
Yeah.
if the rivalry is only Natty and Maxine, I can't consider that a push. I consider that her pushing and helping Maxine and having another veteran presence and match, and you know what I mean.
Right.
But like, I don't consider that a Natty push. That's just Natty doing business again as a jobber, a veteran jobber, by the way. If she's fighting Becky and she's fighting Maxine at the same time, and they're like a triple threat match, and then you know what I mean, like there's this ups and downs, and Natty has a promo, Maxine has a promo, Becky has a promo, like all three women are equally involved in like a big build up to something. Then
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah. But if it's only going to be Natty versus Maxine for a couple weeks or whatever, that's not a push for
No,
Natty.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like they already had like Becky in the clip
Right.
where Natty was talking her shit, and I was alluding to the fact that Becky is gonna be involved somewhere down the line.
Right.
You feel me?
Hopefully.
Just,
But
just
like,
for
if it's at the end just to fight either one of them, then I don't think that's a push for Natty.
no, that's
It's,
what I'm saying. I don't want that to happen. I want it to be like a triple
I know.
threat way.
I want that too. We're agreed on what we want. It's
Okay.
how it's building up on where I consider it or you consider it a push for Natty. We both
Yes.
want to push for Natty because she deserves to be on like a main story because all she's doing is helping women and just being in the background and jobbing. Even in like every other company she goes to, being part of the blood sport matches and everything. You
Right.
know, I
Which they
like
could
that
have
Natty.
definitely took advantage.
I
They
don't
definitely
like
could have
Nice
taken advantage of
Natty.
that.
I think Nice Natty is like the worst version of her.
Yes.
To me, like, as good as you are, there's no reason for you to be nice. It hasn't
Yes.
helped you in any way.
It hasn't.
I'm
You
sick
could.
of
You
that.
should have been. You should have been women's world champion, heavyweight champion 3 times over by now. But they always got you in this nice
You,
role.
with how fucking good you are at
Yes.
wrestling compared to everybody, you should be in that S class of a superstar that Rhea Ripley, Rio Sky, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, that whole thing, but you're not. You're just that quiet veteran that's just in the back taking L's, but helping everybody out and cheering everybody on and being nice and sweet and terrible. I hated it. I always hated how nice and sweet and lovey and like a mom. It's one thing to actually be a mom backstage to all these
Right.
women. It's different when that's your character on screen because, like, I don't respect the mom. This is a dog
Not
eat
the mom
dog
character.
world. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Nobody wants a mom champion. You end up being like Sami Zayn, where like everyone knows you're good, everyone knows you're happy, you're an awesome part, and everyone wants to be around. But like, I don't want you as my
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah, like just a happy to be here type person. When
I love
that's
wrestling.
not needed.
Wrestling's my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was only when like they shitted on Daniel Bryan so much, like publicly and everywhere, before people got behind Daniel Bryan and gave him an edge to stop being a pushover.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're too old to be a Daniel Bryan. You should like you missed out. You should be in the Becky Lynch category already. Like,
That should have been you a long time ago.
you know who is the new Natty?
Well,
Bailey.
mm,
Bailey's the new Natty.
he's a new Natty, but with a lot more accomplishments, a lot more
Yeah,
title reigns.
a lot more. But like, if
That
you
should have
think-
been Natty.
You know what I mean? But both
Right.
of them are really good. Everybody loves them, but you don't consider them an S class. You know what I mean? Like, people don't lose to them. Like the way they look at Charlotte, the way they look at Alexa, like there's like it's with Chelsea Green. She's the one they make better and lose to. That's Bailey. Bailey is the one that they lose to.
True.
Like Natty, she loses to them. Why? She's
True.
way better at wrestling than they are. But her fucking the way she talks, the way like she's a mom. She's like I like this cutting edge version of her. I hope they do something.
Yes.
And I hope she has a Mania match in a moment. If they build, I think I wouldn't be upset if they build this really well between Maxine, Becky, and Natty for a WrestleMania triple threat match for the championship.
Right. Like the way I see it happening is Natty is out doing a promo. Maxine comes out, or Becky comes out first, and be like, "Thank you for your help." This da. And Natty cuts off like, "Oh, I didn't do that to help you. I don't like you. I don't f with you at all. I did it to screw over Maxine because she was being hot shit when she wasn't. So if you cross me, I'll come for you earlier." And then here comes Maxine and attacks one of them, and then they just get into a big brawl
I have
with
it
all
a
three.
different way. I have it somewhat similar, but a different way.
Okay.
You have it more of like a talking back and forth. I wanted Natty just attacks the shit out of Becky. Well, Becky does like her big promo, like in the ring. Like it's just her. There's no Maxine. There's no nothing. Becky's just cutting a promo.
Right.
Natty beats the shit out of her. And then the next week, like has her own promo where she's like, yo, I didn't do it to help you, stupid. I did it because, like you said, she thinks she's hot shit. But you think you're hot shit too. You
Take it
know,
from
and
me.
I know I'm a better wrestler than you. You just, like you said, you weren't in my crosshairs.
Right.
Now you're in my way. And you know what? I want that.
Now I
I'm going
want
to prove
that.
to you I want that. Because you know what? You can't beat me.
That
Well,
belt
like,
is part of my family lineage, and now I'm
yeah.
gonna take it.
Yeah. Which sucks. Because I'm not going to lie. If it's a WrestleMania match,
Yeah.
I'm torn with who wins.
To
I'm
be honest,
torn.
I'm not.
I'm torn.
I'm not.
I want Natty to win,
Yes.
but I also want Maxine. Like, I don't want her push to be for nothing. Because you know how it is. Like, sometimes people get to that match, and then when they lose, it's it.
They start going down again.
Back down. And I like Maxine because she tried.
She put a lot into it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, she's working. Like, I like when you see people actually work and try and get better at their craft.
Right.
And that's what she's done. She's gotten better. Is she WrestleMania win worthy? I don't know. But
I feel like she could be there.
I don't want to hurt her. That's the thing. I want Natty to win because she deserves it. But I don't want to hurt her. But if Natty wins, and then the rest of the next couple months or so is then now her going after Maxine, and Maxine eventually winning, I'm cool with it. Natty gets the Mania moment, and then Maxine wins because I love Hill Natty. Hill Natty should be a thing. Like needs to stay for a minute.
Yes. You're
Hill
totally
Natty
right.
deserves to be on TV every week. Mommy Natty, get out of here. I don't care. Go be a mom back. Go to catering and do their hair, bro. I don't care.
Go to catering and do their hair. It's crazy work.
So
Yeah, you're 100% right. Like I can't do mommy natty. Like like evil natty, serious natty. That's what I'm taking serious.
so
We see mommy natty all day long, every time.
it never worked for me, bro. I hated it.
And
Because
whenever, go ahead.
know why I hated it so much? Because it reeked of attention. Especially like she reeked of attention because of how kind she was, how much older she was getting, and as she got older, the more she tried to like expose and flaunt her body more. Like you know what I mean? Like all
Yeah.
her outfits. They became more revealing without being tacky. You know what I mean? But it looks like she was compensating and was like, you know what I mean? It just felt like Desperate Housewife. It felt like to me,
Okay. I see where you're coming from.
and I didn't like that because like you don't need that. You could wrestle.
You wrestle your ass off.
Just be a dick. You could be like like she is now. Like just out wrestle them. Like
And that could be your angle. Like, yo, I may be a dickhead, but I'll out wrestle you any time of the
you
week.
know what
And
moves I
then do
used to
it.
love when like two people were actually having a wrestling match. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And like they would take down, reversal, and then at one point somebody would be on the other guy's back while they were laying flat and just keep rotating around them and clown them.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. That's the type of stuff you need to do. You know what I mean? To like these young girls and all that, and show them like, nah, baby, this is wrestling. This is what I do.
This is what real wrestling looks like, not whatever y'all was doing before.
So, and then get the clap from the crowd and stuff like that because they appreciate it. Like, oh, damn. But I like that. And that's pretty much all I got from really Raw that I really, it was a build up. It was a build up. Everybody just, get in, get out without an injury except for Ray because of his stupid ass shoulder.
Okay.
And the guy's like 800 years old. So now let's talk Rumble.
Okay.
As of right now, we still got tomorrow night. But we only got 4 matches. Men's and women's.
Yep.
AJ Styles retirement match, maybe, versus Gunther. And, oh crap, I had the 4th one. It was on the tip of my tongue.
It?
Oh, Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre.
Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. What? In between that, I say it should have been 6 matches, and it should have been a women's tag title match and a men's tag title match, just to mix it up.
Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which is one of the big 4 pay-per-views, need to be at minimum 6 to 8 matches.
6 to 8.
I don't care how long it is. I don't care if the pay-per-view is 6 hours. It's the Royal Rumble. It's not Payback. It's not Fastlane, Backlash. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the Royal Rumble. We're tuning in. We gotta watch this.
Yes.
Like all the tag teams belts need to be on the line, or at least one of them, and intercontinental match. United States title matches for the men's, the women's, even if it's only 15, 20 minutes a pop. And
then the women's tag team titles.
Put a damn match on the 2 matches on the damn pre-show. Like this is one of the big 4. You charging an arm and a leg TKO.
Right. I'm with you on this one. Y'all charge an arm and a leg just to watch 4 matches, which, all right, yes, they're good matches, but that's not enough. 2 to 3 more matches would solidify. I swear, 6, like you said, 6 to 8. Women's tag, men's tag, United, Intercontinental. You don't have to have the World Heavyweights. You don't have to have the WWE Championships. Those alone will be fine.
I'm okay without the World Heavyweight Champions and the 2 main titles. I'm okay with that, just because everybody knows more often than not, those guys are going to have the belts going into Mania.
Right.
And those are the guys you're trying to like protect. Royal Rumble's more for everyone. It's the number 1 contenders night.
Right. And you leave room for the storyline for the champions to come out and be like, you either come for this title or you come for this title. On the women's side and the men's side.
Yeah.
You don't have to have them fighting that night, but there'll still be a presence in the room.
Yeah. They come out at the end and stuff like that, like both of them. Or whatever, after the person wins and they point to the sign and all the fireworks go off and they have their moment. You know what I mean? That's how you win the show.
That's it. That's it. Oh, give me a second. I need some tissue. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Tissue. But like, I don't watch a lot of AEW only because there's so much damn wrestling going on all the time. You can't watch it all. But when they have one of their big pay-per-views, Full Gear, All In, All Out, it's long. It's 6 hours long. Like, I think last time they had a big pay-per-view, it bled into one of the WWE pay-per-views. You need that. Like, that's what that night is for. It's like Wrestle Kingdom in Japan. It's long for a reason. You need to, like, it's a showcase of all your champions. Like, how many times are we going to have this conversation where, like, we're getting 4-match PLEs? That's not right. There's no difference between WrestleMania and SummerSlam besides the fact that it's 2 nights. But it's 2 nights and 8 matches.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Like I was saying, like, they're not making these paper PLEs the big main 4 spectacles the way they are. The way, like, when AEW has their big shows, all in, all out, Full Gear, Double or Nothing, or whatever, you know? Like, those are 6-hour shows where it's a showcase.
Right, you showcase your wrestlers, the fresh talent, the middle talent, which is the middle card, and your high elites.
Like, we're getting the big 4, right? And it's only 4 matches, 5 matches long. And it's 2 nights. If we have those 2-night pay-per-views, there's 4 matches, 5 matches a night. You have 10 matches. That should be 1 card or a card and a quarter. Like,
easy work.
Wrestle Kingdom is long as hell. It's supposed to be a showcase, and they're not showcasing anything. You need to take these 4 big pay-per-views and let people know why they're one of the 4 big pay-per-views and why you're charging an arm and a leg because you want to be UFC ticket prices and not be the family establishment like Vince McMahon was.
Right.
You're cutting off house shows. You're like, you know what I mean? You're charging an arm and a leg. Remember, I showed you the other day to go to MSG just to get a suite with like a meet and greet with like 4 superstars was $1,000 to get in per person.
Per person.
But that doesn't tell you how many people other than us they allow in a suite. You think we're going to be the only ones? No, they're not going to have. Right? Yeah, there's going to be like 12 to 20 other people in that suite with us. So they need to, like, I don't know, just make bigger cards for these big pay-per-views, man.
Make it worth the money.
So
I'm not spending $900 just to be there for 3 hours. I could spend $50 and go to Donny Park and be there for 8 hours.
And all you're doing is watching ads with the lights dark. Right. I hate going to Raw and SmackDown. Other than the fact that they're a main show and anything can happen because it's a main show and it's a big part of like what they do, it's a horrible experience. You're just sitting there watching pay-per-views and ads until like the next match, and then like, you know, nothing happens.
That's it.
So let's start going over the card real quick, right?
Okay.
We're gonna hit the men's and women's all in one shot. So we'll start with the easy one. AJ and Gunther.
AJ and Gunther.
Is this AJ's last match? Because when I was watching like the recap earlier, and just the way like you seen with AJ and how he's talking, and he's like, "Oh, I got more matches in me. I got a title run in me. I want this and that. I got a lot left in the tank. 2026 is going to be the year of AJ Styles." I'm like, is this it?
Is this it? It's so 50-50, to be honest with you. It's so 50-50. But if we had to choose, if we had to really put our feet to the ground and choose, I think Gunther comes out with the win.
The just way so they built Gunther and the way they're hyping AJ up, and just because he's done doesn't mean he can't go to TNA and do some stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Like NXT, I guess. But I'm going to be really sad if this is it. Like, I don't mind Gunther not getting rid, that's a horrible way to say it. Ending AJ Styles' career, because I felt like he was going to do that anyway. Right. But for it to be in the first goddamn month of the year? Hold up.
We still got a whole 2026 left.
We didn't even get to celebrate his last WrestleMania match, his last SummerSlam match, Survivor Series match, nothing.
The way they did John Cena, they should have did it.
You know, where he comes out, talks a little trash, shows his dates. Maybe he has a good title run in me. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But like, since we just saw all of that, I don't know if we're going to do that again. So like, I feel like AJ's going to lose because then we're just going to have the same year we just had, but it's someone else.
Right.
Like now we're just on repeat. Like,
Unless
it's a good money maker because now like all those places, especially any WWE show in Atlanta, Georgia could be his last one. So like that's going to be like a big seller and jack up the prices for that. But
I would have loved to see them play it to where he wins the title he wins the title at WrestleMania and it's like, listen, this is my last year, but if you could take this title off me, you'll take my career at the same time. Whoever could take this title off me is also taking my career. Like that way you build the hype up to every pay-per-view that he's wrestling on.
and I can't get too excited with that only because Money in the Bank's not until September. That's mad late. Which means that come September, whoever wins Money in the Bank, they have a higher chance of having the belt come Mania next year. Unless they blow it in the first, that's what, 6 months? 5 months? September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, like 5-6 months. There's a chance they could have the belt and they just hold it a little longer for Mania next year. But that won't be AJ if they're going to wait till September for AJ to like win Money in the Bank.
No. I'm saying
I know, but this year. But I don't think AJ Styles at Mania right now for the championship against CM Punk or Damian Priest, who have the belts currently, is a WrestleMania main eventer. I don't think if Sami Zayn wins, AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn is a main event WrestleMania worthy match. Unless I'm outdated and I overblow what a WrestleMania main event is.
I think it would be a good main event. I think it would.
I think especially it's when a good, but not like the title fight of the year. I hold the WrestleMania Championship match, men's and women's, as the match that's supposed to get put up against every other main event match against every other company for the year.
I see what you're saying.
Like that match has to be better than one of AEW's main event matches or a Will Ospreay match. Like they have with him and Omega that is just a reverse fest.
We're stuck in.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Or like the NJPW matches that are like, you know what I mean? Wrestle Kingdom type of stuff.
True. But the thing is, we're stuck in this like one-on-one thinking. You know what I mean? Like it can't be a multi-man match or it can't be a ladder match or something like that.
It can be, but a lot of those matches, like the Meltzer 5-star matches, they aren't multiple matches. All those crazy 5-star matches that are put up against each other as your best versus our best match of the year, they're not multi-man matches. There's not 5 guys in WWE or a fatal 4-way in WWE match held up against Ospreay and Omega and stuff like that.
Somebody got to change the rules. Somebody got to change the rules or something like that.
I don't write the rules. That's just, what it is every year when they come out with match of the year. It's good enough to win a Slammy, but not good enough for when you got to put it up against every company.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But
All right.
I'm in fear that this could be AJ's last match. So on the record, I think AJ is going to lose, and it's going to be too soon. I'm going to be super sad for the rest of the night that it's over. Because the way Gunther is, or something like they'll just, I don't know what they're going to do to not have Gunther win that match with the run and how fucking powerful and everything and godlike right now. Gunther's on God mode right now. He's taking souls. And I don't know how he doesn't take AJ's soul right now. I don't want it. It's too soon. I'm not ready to go on with the rest of the year knowing AJ Styles isn't there. I don't know what matches I need AJ Styles to have. I just know I need AJ Styles to just be there. And like, you know what I mean? I need more of like, this is the end instead of the last 6 weeks or whatever, where like, hey, this is going to be the end. What? Whoa, wait a minute. I had like the whole year with John Cena. Don't do me like this right now. Don't tell me you're breaking up with me in 2 weeks.
Too quick, not long enough, not long of a build up.
I need time to get used to the idea of you not being around. By the end, I knew I was okay with John Cena leaving. I was just happy for him to be there and do what he did. I'm not there yet with you, AJ. Hold on.
I need some more time with that.
I need some more Bullet Club moments. I need something. So, but that's how I feel about that match. Now, here's the bigger match. Home field advantage. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre for the championship.
Not too much to say. Like I said before, if they don't pull a trigger on Sami Zayn now, then you're never gonna do it. You're never gonna do it. And the second thing is, do you finally give him that win and not make him an 11-time loser to Drew McIntyre, and on top of that, give him the title? But at the same time, it sucks because you're cutting off Drew's run mad quick.
Here's why I don't want Sami to win. If you give this win to Sami, I don't give him credit for the win. How many home fucking field advantage matches do you need to win a championship? You had back-to-back home field advantages. It's unheard of. You're in Canada, won a number one contendership match, and now you're in Saudi Arabia, where you're gonna be the people's champ. That's a home match for Sami. They want him. There's not going to be a single person in that building that doesn't want Sami Zayn, because they're all selfish people. That's why they spent their money. That's why that's there. That's why WrestleMania is going to end up being in Saudi Arabia eventually in the next year or two. Money. But you had to win you had to win the championship again on home field advantage back-to-back nights. I don't give you credit for that. I think you paid your dues and stuff like that, but there was no build-up. There was no feud. There was no back and forth. There was no, this is the final match between me and you. The whole feud's one-sided. 10-0. 10-0. And this is a man who was a part of 3MB. This man was in 3MB, and you still 0-10. And now you're going to be my champion going into WrestleMania? Unless Kevin Owens is physically and medically cleared to wrestle and you fight Kevin Owens for the championship at WrestleMania, I don't want nothing to do with you. I need you to have a real good feud other than crying. He's crying more than Daniel Bryan's ever cried.
Damn. That's a hot take.
Like, every year it's the same thing with Sami Zayn. He just cries and cries and cries about it's my shot, my shot, my shot, my shot, my shot.
And he always doing those deep breaths. It's my time. it's not your time, buddy. Get the asthma pump and relax.
Let me ask you a question. How has Sami Zayn in the last, I'll go 2 years, 3 years, right? How has he elevated and changed and upgraded his character to you?
The only thing he did was the whole conspiracy theorist thing where he ran with the Intercontinental title for a little while, and that was it. Then he came back to fighting champion Sami Zayn. But let's not forget his run with the Bloodline. We cannot forget that. I give him to him. We can't
One,
forget that.
I love the Bloodline character, right? I love it.
Yes,
He's the
yes,
friend, he's a oos. But
yes.
is
That's
that,
that's
but
that's
let
not
me
here
ask
no
you
more.
something. Let
That's
me
not
ask you
here no more.
something. I know it's not here no more. But was that character main eventer? Did that character make you see Sami Zayn as one of the leaders of the bloodline or someone that can take on Roman and like if things didn't work out and they were gonna headline a PLE as a match you wanted to see, like stop disrespecting me or whatever?
If you're thinking the way I think you're thinking, like how I'm thinking, stop disrespecting me. They go for the title at WrestleMania. The Usos are fed up with Roman and his BS. They don't. Somebody else beats the Usos for the tag titles, and Roman doesn't help, right? Then they go on the next night, and face, well, not face Roman, but help Sammy beat Roman to dethrone him, and be like, listen, you're an outsider, but you showed us more respect than he has, and that just transferred over to a whole new thing. If
Right.
that's what you were thinking,
My point, I was getting like to that, but not as a WrestleMania match because that's the only path as Sami Zayn to be the main event of WrestleMania, which is a lot of pull and a whole lot of bloodline all over again,
right, right.
which is very far from where we are because the bloodline's not a thing right now.
Bloodline is spaced out
0%.
all over the place.
It's 0%. It's like there's no existence of it.
Not one bit.
You know what I mean? So like, how far do they have to go to make that matter?
First of all, we
If-
got Timu Bloodline. We got
and
Timu Bloodline, which is
yeah,
MTF, MFT.
right. You know what I mean? So that means like you can't pull them away from the Wyatts and stuff like that. So like, and even then, like I said, during the whole actual bloodline thing, Sammy wasn't even close to top tier. I still now, who's more top tier right now? Sami Zayn, who's in a championship match, or Solo?
Mm.
Exactly. Like if I told you right now, one of them could be in the main event of WrestleMania, Solo or Sammy, who you putting? I'll take Solo.
I was about to say, depending on like how they book the storyline, I would pick Solo in it.
Yeah, well, but without booking it, like if I told you one of those had to be at the main event of WrestleMania for the championship, you could either have it with Sammy or you could have it with Solo.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Solo because this would be more fresh and new
And
for us.
he had that manly run against Roman and lost. Sammy hasn't
Yeah,
had a manly run. Solo, although he got knocked down a peg by a lot, Solo was up there to fight the big boss. Solo was up
definitely.
there, ready and like taking the throne. He's better now than he ever was when he was in that moment. But like, if they put Solo in a moment like that again, I'd have more confidence in him. Way more confidence than I have in like Sammy in it right now. Right now, I only feel Sammy would win because it's home field advantage.
That's
Because
it.
for the people right there that night, they would celebrate beyond belief while everybody at home would be upset. They'd be happy Sammy finally won until the next night when they realize they have to like either think of Sammy as the main eventer of WrestleMania or like, please, I hope he loses the belt going forward. They had their night, but like reality and storytelling is like, we don't want this.
Like he's an interim champion. Like he's a placeholder type champion.
Right. And at the same time, you'd be like, but why even, like, you need Drew to win it that night on Monday Night Raw. Like, the rematch has to happen the next night and things need to be corrected. They had their night, but we need to correct this wrong the next night.
So basically, there should be a situation to where Sammy flukes the win and gets a
fluke, he
rematch.
wins. He's gonna win. He's gonna win, but Drew would have a rematch clause like a champion.
Like how he put in his contract for
Cody wants to not have a champion, but like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
But but we would all feel the same way. Where if they had the rematch, we all 100% need Drew to win that belt back. They had day night. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying.
I got you. They had their night. It's over. We'll see you next year.
Let's get back to reality. Because I'm not going to wake up the next day knowing Sami Zayn is going to be in the main event and then sit there every night, every week, watching a bad story be told because I need to know what's going to be my main event for that championship. When we don't even know what the main event for CM Punk is going to be, we just keep hoping every week that it gets closer and closer to being a triple threat match between Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. So,
and members of the division turn on Braun Breaker.
Like, I don't think we're at a bloodline yet for Sami Zayn. Like, that's the only way Sami Zayn has any credibility or like something you want to see with him being the champion. And even then, you're pretty much, you want him to lose, right? If it's some kind of a bloodline fight again, even if it's Jay, Jimmy, and like, you know what I mean? Like it's a whole imploded match where that whole family is just going at each other. Sami Zayn's the one you don't want to win. You would want Roman, you would want Jay, you would want Jimmy. You would want Solo. You would want Solo, and you would want Jacob if Jacob's involved. As like a family fight. A Samoan, you know what I mean? Like bloodline, whatever match for the championship. Sammy's the last one out of all of them.
Facts.
You would want maybe Jimmy to win more than Jay because Big Jim's been like disrespected a bit.
And held off a lot.
Knowing he's the better Russo.
This is bona fide facts. This is not as just pulling shit out our ass. That's a bona fide fact.
Let's go Big Jim. So, but all right. So that's that match, right? Where I think that match ain't for us. You could probably go do whatever you need to do. It's not a piss break match. It's a do whatever you want. It's for the people that are there and paid the money.
Yes. Yeah. The people that paid for them to be there.
And I'm going to be mad if after we record it, because we're going to record it and clip it, I'm just going to be sitting there going, I told you I was right. Now let's talk about the real thing, the Rumble.
All right, we're going to start off with the who's number one and work our way down?
Yeah, all right, so who do you think for the men's and the women's, right?
Uh-huh.
2 parts. We can actually knock out 2 of these things.
Right.
2 of these questions in one.
We can do that for all of them.
Who do you think is going to be number 1 and number 2? How would you start it? And the longest time in the Rumble. Does that come from somebody who started number 1 and number 2 because they have the longest chance of surviving? Like they did with like CM Punk and AJ Styles and like Rey Mysterio and stuff like that. Like that seems to be the easiest way to keep a record going is to make that person number 1 or number 2 and start the match.
We said Finn Balor's not in it, so that just threw my whole theory out the water.
Unless he's in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They can start it real quick with a celebrity or somebody, and then Finn Balor knocks him out.
You know what? No. We start the Rumble off
men's or women's?
The men's Rumble. I want to start it off with Braun Breaker. That way, him going through the match, and he has to do his thing by himself until like all four members of um division are out and help him. The second person, I want to say Jay Uso, if he's in it, to get the crowd going, because that's how they're gonna get started. Like do, and the
And that's how
longest,
and that's how they kill a bunch of time at the beginning. We're like
yes,
they run it back.
and then run rally.
So here's my thing. If they do that and they try to run it back and kill time, that first person for me wouldn't be Braun because Braun's gonna be all gas and not give Jay that time to run it back and celebrate. It has to be
So
somebody
hold on,
like
hold on, hold on. So we flop it then.
what do you mean you flop it?
We flop it. Jey Uso be the first
No,
one,
it doesn't
and then Braun
matter.
be the second.
It doesn't matter because once the bell rings and the time is going, everything would have to pause at some point to run it back. They're not going to run it back before the match starts. That's going to be part, to me, of the 5 minutes or 30 set or the 2 minutes or whatever that exist when the match starts to run it back so that way they're not wasting time.
Me, I'm crazy, so I'll tell them to run it back at number 15 after everybody else. Oh, everybody else is down.
Again, you never know who's in there. Yeah. Like if, you know what I mean? It gets to it. But if that's the case, then Braun's out and Braun don't win. The run it back is a very, very, not a hard thing to pull off, but like certain things have to happen for it to be able to just run it back. Because everybody involved has to want to do it and then go to a corner and start doing it and stop the match completely. If a member of the Vision is in it, they're not going to stop the match. Braun's not stopping the match.
That's what I'm saying. If everybody
Braun's
is
going to,
down at that point,
right, but how's Braun going to be down? It's the beginning, the first.
no, I said like after we get to the 15th person, like we're halfway through, and there's like a lot of people down right
There
now,
is
and it's
no,
like
all right, that's fine. It's your opinion. You're okay. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong.
that's what I said in a crazy world in my head. In a
That's
crazy
fine.
world,
In a
that's what
crazy
will happen.
world, to me, there's no way that Jimmy starts the match, is an hour or 45 minutes into a match, and then runs it back.
You never know.
Like I
they
feel like
done they
I
done
feel
way
like
harder, crazier things.
that's true, but I feel like if they're gonna run it back, it would be at the very beginning, unless it's just a theme throughout the night and they run it back 3 times, 3, 4 times. Like every time it's a break in like the action and Jay's by himself, they keep running the bag.
Or he tries to run it back and somebody stops him.
That's how he gets eliminated if we do it that way.
True.
Like maybe there's 2 times that they run it back and it works, but the third time or fourth time it doesn't and he gets eliminated. Maybe by someone he loves. Who knows?
True. So you gotta keep your eye on the ball. There you go.
That's it. Like Jimmy eliminates Jay as he runs it back. Or Solo. Solo does it
Back.
and then Solo gloats the entire time and runs it back himself.
That would be funny.
That's a fire moment. I'd fucking die. I'd laugh. Like he eliminates Jay, everything stops, and everyone's like, and then Solo runs it back himself.
Yes.
That'd be hilarious.
Uh,
And who? So you think Jay lasts the longest? Because if there's 15 people left, he's up there to last the longest.
say somewhere between him and Braun Breaker lasting the longest. The first one's in, and the longest to last.
All right.
Tyson, shut your face, crybaby.
That's not a person, by the way.
Don't worry about that.
I would say I feel like somebody like interesting or funny. Like let's do a celebrity. Celebrity is like the first entrance, whatever, where they have all the time and spectacle. And Finn Balor immediately to start the night. I'm not in the event. Immediately, and Finn Balor knocks somebody out, takes their spot, and I think Finn Balor does the longest.
Yep, he takes that spot and gets in, and like
He lasts the
it's
longest.
basically how who did it last year? somebody took somebody else's spot when Becky had to take somebody else's spot and get in the match because they got attacked and whatnot.
Right. It would be basically the same thing. And I think Finn Balor is young enough and on the rise enough to last the longest. Whether he wins or doesn't, I think, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe he gets eliminated later on by like Damian Priest or something like that. You know what I mean? A Judgment Day rivalry or something. Ooh. Is there a chance? Slim chance, right? A woman in the men's Royal Rumble. Could Mommy or Nia Jax again be put in the men's Royal Rumble as a curveball?
That would be wild, but
They already did Nia Jax before, and she took like everybody's finisher.
it could be. Unless Mommy comes in and then hits her finisher on everybody.
I could see not Mommy being in the Royal Rumble this year, or Jade Cargill. She's done absolutely nothing, but I think it would be a big moment for her to be in
Just
the
go
men's
crazy
Royal,
eliminating
be
people.
in the men's Royal Rumble, get at least one or two good eliminations on like a JD McDonough or an El Grande Americano or something like that.
Or Bravo or Americana, one of those two.
Yep.
I
About
can
to
see that
sneeze.
happening.
I think. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. I can see, like, to me that would be the most impressive thing Jade Cargill could do at this moment. Not to justify her as a champion because that's your job. I think she's a trash champion, worst run ever.
Oh boy, we're not going to go into
But
that. We
but
went through that already.
but it would be a good starting point for me for her to start looking as dominant without actually having to cut a promo or do anything crazy.
I can see that.
So, all right. So that's that. What's the next question I have? The next question I have: who's number 30? The last
Ooh.
entrant.
After they done spoiled the surprise of Roman Reigns being in the Rumble, I'm going to go with, if he's available, and it happens, Chris Jericho.
Jericho?
Break the walls down!
I'll go number 30 is one of two people.
Uh,
Seth Rollins.
uh.
He makes his comeback as number 30 so that he doesn't have to do a lot of work, whether he's 100% healed or not. Just enough.
That's enough.
Or a real good surprise I want since you went Jericho, Dirty Dom. I would love for Dirty Dom to be the number 30 with a nice slow entrance. Just, yeah, you wanted Jericho, you wanted somebody, but it's me. Like, even if Jericho doesn't appear at all, at number 30, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, it's Jericho, it's Jericho, it's Jericho, it's Jericho. And it's Dirty
Oh.
Dom.
That, and it would be funny if he does like the 10 count, like everybody, like Jericho would do. Get everybody's hyped up, and he's just there.
Yeah,
And he
that'd be
turns around.
dope. Super
That
heel
would be
move.
crazy,
I
yo.
would like
The
that. I would
whole
love
place
that.
would erupt.
I would love that. So that's who I would love. One of those two. Something like a nice return. You know what I mean? Because like the way I feel like last year's 30 was trash, right?
Who was last year's 30?
I know. I remember the women's one was the one that was trash. It was Nikki Bella.
Yeah, that.
So defeated. Everyone thought it was going to be AJ Lee or whatever. We was praying and hoping it was Nikki Bella, and it just.
Just sunk our ships.
I feel like that ruined her whole year. And I remember I give her credit for like she got better in her little feuds or whatever in her matches as she came back. You could tell she had ring rust and jitters, but
Right?
I may have liked her return better if she wasn't the number 30 and didn't ruin my year from the beginning.
If she was 25, we would have fine.
Yeah, but she. Oh my god, that was the worst. So now, who's your women's number 30?
White woman's number 30 with them, like we just alluded to, them making it right for us now will be AJ Lee. Might as well make it right.
AJ Lee 30.
Yep.
I want to go because I don't feel like number 30 is gonna win. I want Chelsea Green number 30.
Even better.
I'm in like that nice little troll phase where like number 30, Chelsea Green. But like she's usually earlier because like, she's one of the ones that have like a moment. You know what I mean? Like she has like that good camera on me, funny, I'm in a bad situation type of elimination.
And I just thought of this just now, which we didn't do a female's number 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
If
that's
that,
right.
if we're gonna do AJ, if we're gonna do Chelsea Green being number 30, I'll take that. But Becky Lynch is number 1, AJ Lee is number 2. That way you get that Becky face like,
Ooh.
I can't get rid of her, and they last through the whole Royal Rumble.
That's a crazy.
And,
That's a crazy 1 and 2.
yes, and AJ Lee eliminates Becky. And now I'm coming for that title later when I get a chance.
All right, so here's my women's version. Number 1, I want Bailey.
Iron Woman type thing.
Yeah. So Bailey's gonna be my number 1, and she's gonna have the longest time in there.
Okay.
She's not gonna win, but she's gonna have the longest time in the Rumble. Like, and number 2 can really be anybody for me. Ooh, let's have number 2 Lyra and actually have to have them fight.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, right? Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
I don't think in the spirit of the match they would hug and wait the 2 or 3 minutes. I feel they would actually go at it.
I would think Raquel would do it. Oh no, she's not. I don't even think she is in the Rumble. She's in the Rumble. I think Raquel Rodriguez would be number 2 because they already just started beefing in the background. But she's going against Steph, so forget all that. Let's go with what you're talking about. Let's go with what you're talking about.
So that I feel like it's interesting, it's funny, it's ooh, and I think that those 2 women would actually, instead of just having one eliminate the other one, I think it'd be more interesting just to have them 2 go at it and actually wrestle and fight each other. Because I think for the spirit of the match, they would actually shake hands and they would actually go at it, even though they're friends.
Right. That works.
All right, so we got that. We got our number 30. We have our longest time in the match.
Yeah, we did that.
Who's eliminated the fastest?
Who's eliminated the fastest?
The fastest, because I can also contradict myself easy by just saying Chelsea Green, because it would be funny for her to have like 3 seconds in the match.
Like no. But people would hate that so much.
Nah, yeah. Who can I see? It has to be a heel, right?
It would have to be a heel or a comedy character.
Could you see, and again, even though she's on the rise, Maxine?
Hell no. They wouldn't do that to her. They would not do that to her. She already lost that title. They're not going to do that to her as the quickest to get eliminated. Like, they built up too strong.
I can see it as a waste, right? This is a complete waste. But I can see Raquel getting in there and all the other women ganging up and getting that bitch out fast. Or Nia Jax, but like only because Nia Jax is big and can just sit down and no one's getting her out of the ring. You know what I mean?
You had to get all the big muscle mommies to get out of the ring.
I could see like Raquel getting in there, stepping over the ring quick, and everybody just charging her and getting her out fast.
Right.
As a good female women's strategy. So I'll go Raquel or Naya, but even though I know it's hard. They're like the easiest ones to last the longest because they're so big, and then you can even treat Raquel as like a Kane and have the most eliminations.
Right? Even though no, she doesn't already have that.
Nah, I think Nia Jax does.
Yeah.
Like most eliminations, I'm gonna go with Nia Jax. I think she's gonna continue her dominance. That's why I think since Nia Jax is the bigger big, or Lash Legend. Lash Legend is the other big, but I can see her like coming in the ring, and maybe Nia Jax is already in there, and she thinks she's gonna have a smooth time. You know what I mean? And everybody, instead of like them two are standing together, ready to fight everybody. And I could see everybody jumping on that Lash Legend, getting her out of there fast. And then her and Nia just looking at each other like, I don't know. They ran after you. What do you want me to do about it? I don't need you. I'm big as hell. Like, you know what I mean? So I could see that.
Okay. I gotta
Who's
run.
your
I gotta run through
who?
this quickly.
Yeah, real quick. Who's your
Uh-huh.
quickest?
I'm going with you. I'm going with the same thing you go with for that one.
All right. So then we only got a
Uh
couple more, right? Real fast.
huh.
Um. Any big, major, crazy debuts or comebacks, returns? You already said Chris Jericho, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick with that. But I don't see anybody else being a
Yeah,
return or a comeback.
mine's would be like Dirty Dom and Seth Rollins. They've been out
Yeah,
for
that's
injury
valid.
for a minute. I can see that. Um, how about real quick? Who do you want to win? And then I have one more.
Who do I want to win?
Who do you want to win? Who's going to WrestleMania?
I have two in my head. So one is Roman Reigns. I'm big on Roman. Second is Jacob Fatu.
Jacob. All right, so here's my two.
Uh huh.
My number one is Seth Rollins.
Uh huh.
Him versus Punk at Mania is a main event match for me. And two is Jacob.
All right, so we agree on one of those.
We agree on one of those. And now, the last thing we have to talk about is the guy we didn't pick, Cody Rhodes. And is there a chance that Cody Rhodes is the first person ever to have a three-peat in the Royal Rumble?
Okay.
I think, real quick, I'll give you time because I asked it for you. I'll give you the time.
All right.
I think there's no chance Cody does a three-peat. And if Cody did do the three-peat, it would be the biggest travesty I've ever seen and the biggest waste of a Rumble ever. For the same guy to win 3 years in a row and go to WrestleMania, knowing he does not need to go to WrestleMania, and I'd rather him fight Roman Reigns, which is a match that doesn't need to have a damn championship involved, is a complete waste of my goddamn time watching this damn shit. Your turn.
Now I'm gonna keep it quick and simple. I agree with you. Hell no, I don't believe Cody should do a three-peat. But
We
on
never
the
considered
other
him
end
for
of the
anything.
spectrum,
We never even considered him for number one.
anything, because
Imagine,
he fizzled out.
yeah, but so like real quick, I'll let you go. I know you want to be quick and we got to end it. We never even thought or brought up, and the best point you could have made that I just made now, Cody Rhodes number one, Jey Uso number two, can easily run it back a bunch of times during that match.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, but go ahead.
No, Cody does not win at all. But the only way I could see him winning is if Roman Reigns or Jacob is the last person, and he hits one of them with a low blow, like he's already out of energy.
He
He's
commits to
desperate.
heel. He commits to heel with a low blow
commits to
win
heel
for the Rumble.
with a low blow win for the Rumble, and he comes out the next night and like, I don't give up. anymore. I'm tired of being a good guy. I'm done with it. He would kiss my aunt, da 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 da. He just goes off in the crowd and just, this is who I am now. I'm tired of being phony, da da da. And we heal Cody. That's the only way I could see him, me being excited for
You
him
sparked one more
winning against
question. So
Triple H.
I'm not trying to cut you off, but I know you want to be quick. You sparked a
Yeah.
big question with that. So if
Uh-huh.
he wins, right? Would he fight CM Punk or fight Seth? Because I can see that segment the next night, the first person that comes out to confront him being either one of those. I can see Punk coming out the next night like, what the hell are you doing? How bad of a barrier do you have to be to low blow your way to try to win that match to get to WrestleMania?
And how desperate did you have to
Your
be?
father would be ashamed of you. That's if they
Right.
go heel babyface. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then Drew would be like, I told you, Cody, I knew who you are. I was right the whole time. Nobody wanted to believe me. I wish I could do a good Scottish accent. You know what I
Welcome
mean?
to the dark side, Courtney.
I could see both promos going either way. Also,
Yes.
if that was the case and Roman ended up being with Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes as the main event in a triple threat match or a fatal four-way with Jacob Fatu, I can kind of get excited about that.
Oh shit! I got excited too when my fucking thing fell off my head.
We have never talked about it. We've never considered that being one of the possibilities of a main event match for WrestleMania. I can get behind that shit like crazy.
Yes, because that would be dope. We've actually talked about it. We just never talked about it on camera. We talked about it at
And
work.
the lead up between Jacob and Roman alone. As mean Samoans, big dog, I don't care. 7 people, 1 mattress from EBT.
EBT card.
EBT to WWE. Oh my God. Him telling Roman, I'm taking what you got. I don't care. I'm here now. But
I'm here now.
we could talk about that more. Like that's the main event I'll talk about. We could talk about, but we'll see what happens this Saturday night or midday if you're on the East Coast. So welcome.
Midday.
Episode
We both took
13.
off from work.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13.
More to
I don't
come
have enough
this
fingers.
year. So I'm your boy, Pat Nasty.
I'm the
That's your
juice.
boy,
Baby.
the Juice, baby. Thank you for watching this week's episode and Royal Rumble preview of Kip Up and Go. Peace out.